Denise Richards burst onto the scene with a steamy kiss in Wild Things, but it wouldn't be the last time she attracted attention. From late 90s it girl to OnlyFans star, the Real Housewife has always managed to keep things interesting. In 1998, Denise Richards starred in the sleazy classic Wild Things. Her three-way kiss with Neve Campbell and Matt Dillon was a prominent draw for audiences. But the film holds other twists and delights besides all the smooching. Richards played Kelly Van Ryan in the film, a wealthy and popular girl who accuses guidance counselor Sam Lombardo of statutory rape. The two girls admit to falsifying their accusations on the stand, which prompts Lombardo to sue Kelly's family for a significant chunk of change. From there, things get twistier and twistier. Everyone is an accomplice on the grift, and everyone backstabs everyone else. It's high melodrama. In 1999, Denise Richards co-starred opposite Kirstie Alley in Drop Dead Gorgeous. The deadpan mockumentary was about a small-town beauty pageant and a series of horrific murders committed in pursuit of its crown. The film is now considered a cult classic, but was underseen upon initial release. Richards played Becky Lehman, the presumed favorite in the teen beauty pageant contest.
Oh my god, lights, camera, and me without a stitch of makeup on.
Unfortunately for Richards, 1999 was also the year she co-starred in The World Is Not Enough, starring Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. Richards played nuclear physicist Christmas Jones in the film, but her role was universally panned by critics. Yahoo's James Bond blog even had this to say about Richards' part. Look up any poll or column from recent years on the worst Bond girls ever, and Dr. Christmas Jones comes up every time. Dr. Christmas Jones came to represent all the cheese that made Bond fans sour on the Brosnan films.
I thought Christmas only comes once a year.
So, in a way, Denise Richards is partially to thank for the grittier Daniel Craig version of the character. During the 2000s and early 2010s, Denise Richards' film career kind of puttered out. Her biggest roles post-Bond were mostly cameos in prominent films. People remember her 10 seconds in Love Actually better than her starring role in Deep in the Valley. At the very end of the Christmas classic, Richards' character travels to England to meet sad sack Colin's best friend. However, one of her most memorable guest appearances was on a controversial 7th season episode of Friends, in which she played Cassie Geller. This episode crossed a major line for many Friends fans when Ross tried to kiss Cassie. Ross even had this lame explanation for his actions.
I haven't had sex in a very long time.
Grantland Sam Hockley-Smith even cites the episode as the one where the show jumped the shark. In 2002, Richards married Charlie Sheen. Their courtship started normally enough, but things took a turn shortly after Richards became pregnant with the couple's second daughter, Lola Rose Sheen. In 2005, Richards separated from Sheen while she was still pregnant with Lola. She later sought a restraining order against him, citing threats it allegedly made against her life. Richards found ways to parlay her fracturing personal life into work by starring in the reality show Denise Richards, It's Complicated in 2008 and publishing her memoir in 2011. In the memoir, she talks about Sheen's sudden transformation into someone she did not trust.
Yeah, I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen.
She told the Huffington Post, "The man I fell in love with is very compassionate, humble, has a wonderful heart. And the behavior that a lot of us saw in the last 6 months is not the person that I met and fell in love with." In 2018, Richards joined the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Richards was on all of Season 9, but left Season 10 prematurely after Brandi Glanville asserted that the two had hooked up. When Richards refused to return for Season 11, no one was very surprised. The show's executive producer Andy Cohen told People the negotiations broke down over pay. But Richards said that she wanted to spend time with people that actually liked her. A source told People she was looking to replace Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with time loving her amazing husband, children, and who knows, maybe even friends now. In addition to her acting career, Denise Richards is also an accomplished model. She started modeling as a teenager and was successful enough to travel the world for photo shoots and commercials. Once her acting career took off, she spent less time modeling, but still made time to pose in the gala Christmas issue of Playboy magazine in 2004. Richards had given birth to her oldest daughter, Sammy, just months before the photo shoot. Her husband at the time, Charlie Sheen, was a Playboy fan and encouraged her to be in the magazine. But she had her own reasons for doing it as well. Richards revealed to Us Weekly in 2011, "I wanted to encourage women that it's okay to embrace your sexuality even though you're a mom." Richards has gone through so many highs and lows that it's hard to keep up with it all. Luckily for her fans, she released her memoir, The Real Girl Next Door, which ended up becoming a New York Times bestseller. The book dives into topics like a tumultuous marriage with Charlie Sheen, the moment she realized they needed a divorce, and adjusting to life as a single mom. However, she has insisted that the book isn't meant to bash her ex-husband, and it doesn't reveal the most private details of her life. She told Radar Online, "I went through a whole lot, and I get asked a lot of questions about that time in my life. So I figured I would write my story, and hopefully anyone that has been, dealing with challenges will know that there is light at the end of the tunnel." Richards adopted her daughter Eloise in 2011 and began raising her as a single mom. But things changed when Richards tied the knot with Aaron Vipers in 2018.
Just got married.
We're married.
He began helping Richards raise her 3 daughters and adopted Eloise when she was 7 years old. Eloise has had some developmental delays due to a rare disorder known as chromosome 8, monosomy 8p, which is characterized by a partial deletion of the 8th chromosome. Richards discovered the news after she noticed Eloise wasn't reaching milestones at the typical rate, such as learning how to walk and talk. During an emotional reunion on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Richards said that the diagnosis was hard on the family. Despite the challenges that come with this disorder, Richards and Vipers have remained committed to finding the best medical care for Eloise no matter what. Part of Richards' transformation over the years has been a result of plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures. In her memoir, she explained that she's had 4 breast augmentation surgeries. Richards added that she got her first surgery at just 19 years old because she thought her A-cup breasts weren't big enough for Hollywood. She was in such a rush to get the surgery that she didn't properly research doctors, and unfortunately, she ended up with bigger implants than she wanted. The second surgery was meant to reduce her breast size, but the doctor went against her wishes and gave her even bigger implants. The third surgery finally reduced her breast size, and the fourth replaced the implants after they ruptured. She has also tried Botox, saying she loved how the results looked, but didn't like the way they made her face feel. Since then, Richards has been avoiding Botox and fillers. In fact, she has claimed that she's never used fillers. Some people thought she did in 2019, but she says she just gained weight due to a thyroid issue. So how does Richards maintain her youthful appearance without Botox and fillers? It's simple, she takes great care of her skin. Her passion for skincare led her to create CB Me Beauty, a line of hemp-infused skincare products. In a 2020 interview with Us Weekly, Richards explained, "I'm in front of the camera, so I do want to take very good care of my skin. And that's also why I thought it would be a great time to venture to have my own skin line." The skincare line consists of 6 products, including a hydrating cream moisturizer and eye cream. Richards' personal favorite, she said, is a hydrating moisturizer made with hemp oil. In her interview with Us Weekly, she said she plans to expand the line with new products that contain CBD and other cannabinoids. In 2022, Sheen and Richards' then 18-year-old daughter Sammy joined OnlyFans, a site that allows users to sell nude photos and videos to their subscribers. Richards thought it was unfair that Sammy was getting so much backlash, so a week later she joined the site as well to support her daughter.
I always think it's good for kids to have a passion.
Sheen, on the other hand, was very opposed to his daughter joining OnlyFans. He even blamed Richards for Sammy's actions since they were living together at the time. Richards said that all she could do was try to guide Sammy, but at the end of the day, she makes her own decisions. On a more positive note, Richards said during a 2022 interview with the radio show Jeff Lewis Live that making an OnlyFans account has been very lucrative for her.
So you were shocked when you got your first check?
She posts content that's a bit more revealing than what she can post on Instagram, and said she has full ownership of what she shares, which she finds empowering. Richards has helped many charities over the years. In 2006, she did a nude photo shoot for Jane magazine to support the Clothes Off Our Back Foundation, which helps children all around the world live better lives. She collaborated with Shoe Dazzle multiple times in 2012 to design high heels and raise money for the Kidney Cancer Association, successfully raising over $15,000 in the process. She has also been a huge supporter of Best Friends Animal Society, fostering kittens with the help of her daughters and raising awareness about the benefits of adopting animals. She even paid for several rescue dogs' medical care, nursed them back to health, and adopted them. Richards stayed busy after leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in 2020, landing many different roles on TV shows. Perhaps most notably, she played fun single mom Shauna Fulton on The Bold and the Beautiful for several years. In the series Paper Empire, she portrays a wealthy woman whose opulent lifestyle gets turned upside down when her husband gets arrested. The show is set to premiere in 2024. Richards also portrayed CIA agent Laura Lois in The Guardians of Justice. Fans were disappointed when Denise Richards left The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in season 10, but she's officially returning to the show for season 13. Her return was so unexpected that even the production crew didn't know about it until it happened. Richards randomly showed up at a screening because she's friends with Real Housewife Cassell Bouvet, and then the crew asked her to attend some events. From there, she started getting more involved. Richards told Variety in 2023, "I have filmed some episodes and it's been fun. And you know, I'm a big fan of the show, so it was fun to go back and film a lot of stuff with them." Richards has confirmed that she won't be in season 13's promo shots, so it seems like she'll be returning as a guest. There was a lot of drama and negativity surrounding Richards' exit from the show in 2020, but she says things were different this time around. She told Variety that she didn't get caught up in the drama and had fun with the whole experience rather than letting others get her down.